kinda lost and find. Ended the game in overtime, drawing of a new design, drilling that one earth of mine. Looking to the outward, speaking roundabout words, absurd, blurred to the curb, walking along the verge.
Hey everybody, what is happening? Ish de la Ish, and I am bringing you another part of my Cleveland Browns ebook. I am going to be getting into the Gun Bunch TE Gun Bunch tight end set. Today we're just going to focus on one play, the tight end corner. I'm going to add another probably like around 4 videos and the 4 plays in the next video I put out. So this one's just like a teaser play for this set. And we're going to start off. We'll show this one though against cover 2, 3, 4 zones. We're going to start off here. We're taking B to the left, Y streak, X. I'm going to put option. I'm saying X option. Stuff like that is where you can block the guy if you want. You can put him on an in. Is effective. As long as it's something you don't like, a streak or something that's already out there that's going to interrupt. You want to keep spacing correct, but you can drag him and you can put him on an in. So that guy you can't block obviously off the line, but some other guys I put option on you can. What we're going to be getting here, and I like the in on that if you like, just because if there's a user in the middle, you'll at least have the choice between the X there or that route coming over the top. The B receiver over the top there. So, and then a lot of times once he breaks, the B receiver breaks past the linebacker, because we're doing this against that cover 2. Once he gets behind that linebacker, I'll do an up bullet for the pass lead, and that should put you right in place about every time there. At least if you know that we're running like Tampa 2s or something like that. And again, if he's usering, I would definitely want to put a route underneath with the X receiver, like an in or something. That's a little bit better than a drag because it takes a little bit longer to develop. So at least that way you'll see at least what he's doing. If you're not expecting a lot of pressure, you can also perhaps take the running back and just put him on a curl, which also will at least make him have to respect that area on the field, also not be able to drop down. So that's just a quick view of that one versus the Tampa 2 defense. Let's get in here. We'll do cover 3 sky. First, I'm going to move the ball out here on the right. You can do this either side, but this is a good play actually to hit the sidelines, because a lot of stuff I do is trying to hit the middle, but with good users, you've got to be able to hit the sides also, and it's really hard in a lot of coverage. But in this cover 3, at least in cover 3 sky and a couple others, I'm not going to say every one right now because I haven't gone against every single version of it yet, but we're able to do that. We do have the wheel out here, and then he's going to we overthrow that, but it's working. So we're putting X on a streak, the RB, you put on a wheel, motion him left. Again, A, you can leave him, you can block him if you want, you can let him do what he's doing, you could put him on an in, put him on a drag. But what I'm looking for right there is just get the timing of that. Once he gets just a decent amount of separation off of his break, that you can throw it. And if you're looking for it, then sometimes you can turn it up. Sometimes you'll be close. You'll just catch it and go out of bounds. Hopefully you've got a receiver who actually will get their feet down. Make sure you've got that sidelines catching trait on. Whoever you put in that spot right there, good route running and good sideline catch for that receiver. And again, you can hit the wheel if you want, but really if you know he's going to be in that, I like to hit the the sideline there, a decent chunk. Now this one here is a big play out of cover 3. You can get touchdowns off of this one, but the downside of it is it takes a while to develop. It's a longer play, so you definitely need to be blocking, and the blocking has to hold up. You will take sacks on occasion waiting for this play to develop, so that's just the risk you take. But I think the reward, if you know they're in cover 3, the reward's worth it. Y is motion to the right, A is going to be on a streak, RB, we're going to block RB. If you don't have time, don't do anything with X, and that's what you get. Now, when you throw this pass, you need to be past that safety who's deep. If you throw it before you really cross the safety, then he will come up and play the ball. If you wait till you're least at level with him, you throw it, and when I throw it, I'm throwing a pass lead up and left in that left-hand corner, kind of like 10 o'clock, 10:30, 10 or 11 o'clock though, basically, and then I'm throwing, and I'm getting a good lob on there, not really too much of a bullet, kind of a good, in between if you can. Sometimes you'll need all the air, but that's the key is that, see right there, I did take a sack on that one, like I said. So you will take some on occasion, that's the risk of it, but if you know he's in cover 3 and you can get that, it's a big chunk that you can hit very consistently, at least as far as the play goes. You know, passing. Like I say, you need the blocking. It's got to be there, and right there's when you throw it. Right when you cross his face. If you can go a little bit further, go ahead. But you're really rolling the dice there. If you have time, again, like if you got conductor or something, or you call the play early enough, get that X and put X on an in. That way, at least you do have a fallback on that play in case, you know, because like I say, they're going to get block sheds. Even when you're blocking 6, they're going to get block sheds. It's just kind of how it is. Let's get one more look at a cover 4 in this. Let's see. We'll take the X out there, put it on a streak. A, you can put on a slant, put on a drag. I would probably put more on a drag, actually, you know, for this. So let me change that one. But just because it's gonna, they're gonna follow typically cover 4s the way that unless they put light blues out there, they're gonna follow that corner out, and then it's gonna open up underneath. So that you can take your running back sometimes, put him on a swing, motion him left. So you can run that a couple ways, but really that left-hand side of the field, once you've got guys rolling deep, that's what you target. It's easy I think it's easy to put the drag out there because then you can still kind of watch B easier also. And you know, like I say, sometimes if they do change coverage up, then you are going to be able to hit that down in the corner there once he comes up and over. So you'll have to watch that. I mean, that's the stuff in the game here that you know, these plays are the basic of the plays. When you play good users and people who make adjustments, and they're not just playing base defense, you're gonna have to know when to also you know, make adjustments for that. It is a game of chess. And here's the other, you know, way. This is kind of like the cover 2 version out here. We're taking B, motioning left, X is on a streak, and again A. You put on in. You can block if you want. You know, stuff like that. Put on a. I really would stay away from anything that runs deep. Obviously, you're not going to run a streak or anything like that, but you can keep things down below or just leave it the way it is. Not a big deal on that either. Reblock the running back. I do always want to block guys the running back. You know, there's check releases in here, but you know, a lot of times they can break early and you still take, you know, get block sheds in there and then no one gets picked up. So that's just kind of up to you. But this one's going to be the same thing here. You just don't. Sometimes you can use the bullet pass lead, but it just depends on the depth there. If you do run a slant underneath or anything like that, you just be careful what you do because sometimes it'll push the other defenders close. You'll break on the guy who's covering you, but then you're bringing other guys in that can make hits and break passes up. So that's when you do those options. Just make sure you're not really interrupting any of the routes there. Or like I see on this one, I would just block or let go, or you can even block, put a curl. Curls are always good because you're going deep, you're going over the middle, and the user's going to be there. So it's always nice to have a curl again to keep the user honest. Like I say, next video, guys, I'll get about 4 more out of this set, and then we should be good for a bit on this one.